just that the facilities and the support, what we need is support. This work is my passion. This is my passion. Not running from here to Badagry. We lost children dying at the gate of the hospital. I am ready to die for them every day.
Mom, good afternoon, ma. I would like to meet you, ma.
Good afternoon. My name is Mrs. Elsie Akerele, the founder of Lady Atinuke Memorial Home for the mentally challenged in Badagry. The home was established 2007 in Badagry, but I have started earlier with my son and some neighbors' children at number 16 Adebola Street in Idimu, Alimosho local government.
Thank you very much, ma. So it's almost like more than 17 years of
Yes.
being in this practice. Ma, I think from our interaction today, we can see a level of peculiarity as it relates with this orphanage home. It's not just the regular orphanage home. What informed this choice and this line?
The home came about from my own personal experiences. My first daughter, Atinuke, fell down from the 5th floor of our house at Victoria Island. She landed on the ground in the field by the staircase and she was taken to the hospital. We were there in the hospital for 5 days and everything was said to be all right. So we were discharged and went home. But 12 years later, when she was going for a common entrance exam, she got late to the center. And because of that, the gateman, the security man wouldn't allow her to enter. That's where she fell down and started to convulse. And that was the beginning of epilepsy. The school took her to the hospital. The family was called. We met her there. The hospital referred us to Lut. And the second day, the scan of the head was done. And the doctor called me and said, this child has fallen from the height before. I said, yes, which was true. She has fallen when she was 10 months old. Said that time there has been a scar on her skull. But the frustration and disappointment at the gate triggered the seizure. And that's how we started battling with epilepsy. There was a terrible stigma then, not now. Then it was really, really terrible. I had to be going to school with her, have to be going with her to everything. That's when I learned to be the mouthpiece for the vulnerable. Because I have to defend her, I have to fight for her to be in this place. You have to, it was, I saw it as a mission. And I became a friend of the psychiatric hospital, trying to learn about the signs and what triggers these things. She's hungry, she'll have a fit. She's very thirsty, there's a fit. I started learning all those things that could bring the trigger. And then my last born, David too, was born with Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, and slight autism. That's why the 4 category of people we have here are epilepsy, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, and autism. Because from my experiences with my own children, I have been able to learn very much about them.
That's a huge journey.
Yes, for 34 years.
And turning that experience into a mission is applaudable.
Yes.
It's applaudable. Well done. That beyond your children, you want to touch lives.
Yes.
Beyond those ones and putting your knowledge into practice. I would also want to hear you speak more beyond that experience that has happened. What has been your journey with these other ones now? What has been the journey for the Atinuke home?
Yes, actually, I thought I was going to start a school for special children because I was learning special education. You know, I learned to be a nurse, I learned to be a teacher, I learned to be everything for my son because nobody had anything for him. But he has every right, like the others, to live. So, in the course of my special education, I wanted to start a center. But throughout the process of approval, those who brought their children, we were cooperating, we were doing it. And when the approval came, Lagos State approved the home. They brought in so many disabled children, transferred from some centers, and then the police was also, it's a new home, so there's plenty of space, not knowing that the space is not enough. But then, the old building was a bungalow of 4 bedrooms and one large sitting room bungalow. Due to structural defect, the house started to fall, the wall started to give way, and it eventually fell. But thanks to God that this foundation, Small World for International Women of Charity, has built this hall for us. So when the house fell, we were all into this hall. All of us were living in that hall. And that's when I saw that, man, it's inadequate. The boys had been separate, the girls had been separate. But when we all jump together, everybody is looking at each other. We are now seeing strange nudity of one another and all that. And then that's when I felt that the government should have done something to save us. What we need is support. The knowledge is there. We know what to do. But how do we do it when we don't have the tools to do them? We need a clinic here, not running from here to Badagry. We lost children dying at the gate of the hospital. Are you hearing me? Yes. This work is my passion. This is my passion. Jesus wouldn't have died if he doesn't have the passion for humanity. He wouldn't have died. I am ready to die for them every day. Every day. So far I can get what I need. All they need is just some love and acceptance. We preach for everyone who comes into this compound. You must stay and listen to the lecture so that you can help me go out and lecture others to know the signs and symptoms to look for in a newborn baby so that early intervention can be applied to correct or rehabilitate the child. And that is what has happened. 5 children have been adopted from here. Why? Because they have been corrected. 4 have been married from here. We have grandchildren. It's true that we may not be making noise, but the truth is there. You see? You see Muis, who was talking with you the other time. He's a farmer. That's why we have those goats and the fish farm. For him, they are useful. We discuss. They give advice. What do we do? How can we do this? They give me their own suggestion. That's all there is in humanity. So I'm not lonely. They can report anybody who is not working well. A lot of people think they can't. They quarrel among themselves. Hey, you don't want me here. They don't know it's the children that report them. Do you understand? Until I make them know. See them, they are not rags. They report you. This is what you have done at so time. You see, all they need is just training. Accept them and respect them, and you get the best out of them. They may not be able to jump or dance, but you see, Patrick is a composer of songs. He composes. I told him we will be selling it. They will not come and hear it and go again. When they come, let them come and buy it. You have money in your account. Oh yes. That's why we are having a concert showing their talents in November. You are also invited. People will see what they can do. Itunu makes beads, beautiful beads. You see? And she knows how to sell. When you come, you must buy. When she hangs her bead on you, you must pay. You see, just bringing out the best in humanity. David is a musician. He plays the instruments. You see, but a lot of families lock them away. That's what we are teaching against. Because while they are locked up, they get depression. They also react to their situation. A lot of children has been brought here who have been rehabilitated, and man, you think, is it possible? Yes, it's possible. That's when I came to Badagry. It's no more. The good news is that a lot of people now don't see them as children of the gods. They see them as mistakes, congenital mistakes. They see them as, medical cases that needs to be treated. But before, they see them as children of the gods and they throw them away. That's why they are, every week, there's no week we don't have 2-3 children brought in. But now, for almost a year plus, I've not had any cross call from around here, except those who are transferred from afar. You see, the fact that families don't recognize them as part of that family, they stigmatize them. And they know, no matter how small they are, they know you don't accept them. They know it. When you accept them, they know. There are visitors who come here to visit us. And you see, they'll tell you, don't love us, don't love us. He doesn't love us, so just come to do that thing. So, me too, I guide you off. I say they have a sixth sense. They see what you and I cannot see in people. And they communicate the fact that they want me to know it. They have information for me. So I listen. And it helps them. And when that person is gone, you see the way they will mock. They will mock him as if, oh Denny, oh Denny. That means he doesn't know anything. Doesn't know we are special. That's what I tell them. You are special. And that boosts their morale, their self-esteem. That's all they need. That's what anybody needs. You see? We need a lot of support. We are preparing for this annual awareness week. Just yesterday, I had to go begging for, please help us, please help us, to buy the t-shirts. Maybe I was too fast. I didn't know the t-shirts was coming. You see? So, creating awareness is to make people to know that forever we are going to stay with these children. There is no family that doesn't have them in different grades. Yes. Acceptance is the key. Once you accept them, then they begin to flourish. That's just my vision, and letting the public to know they have come to stay. There's nothing you can do about them. This is an institution, and it is a showplace. Let people know that there are people like this who are helpless, who are mentally challenged, and they need your support. But they can do something, no matter how small. Everybody is gifted. Something is in them that they can benefit the world.